Hey everybody, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we are talking about the first job myth. We are continuing our discussion. Today the focus, writing skills. So your teen is graduated. You've got a college graduate, a high school graduate. Congratulations. But what's going to happen at work? Does your teen need to know how to write? If he thinks everything he's learned about grammar, about expressing himself through written word, gotta tell you, your teen's in for a rude surprise. Sorry, guys. So your teen has to remember what he's learned, and I'm going to tell you why. What are the things your teen, your young adult, is going to write at work? That means he needs to know how to write. So I want to hear from you, moms and dads. What is your teen's new job? Is it a summer job? Is your teen still in high school? Did your teen just graduate? I want to know so I can celebrate with you, so I can make sure I am providing some content that's going to help you help your teen with that next step. And to do that, the easiest way for some personalized help is to set up a free strategy call. So go to the link in the description if you'd like to talk with me one-on-one. So let's talk about this. What are those things your teen needs to write? Why is it so important for your teen to remember those writing skills that he's hopefully picked up throughout his high school and college career? Number one, the absolute most important that we're going to talk about has to do with emails. Your teen, your child is going to be writing emails to his boss. He's going to be writing emails to his coworkers. He's going to be writing emails to maybe the help desk if something's wrong with his computer or equipment. He's going to be writing emails to possibly customers. Okay, your teen has to make sense in those emails. He has to seem professional. Okay, if your child is writing an email to your boss, just like if you or I were, an office job, and it had lots of grammar errors and we were a brand new employee, it's not going to make a very good first impression. So if your teen has high hopes for that company, wants to stay around for a while, wants to be promoted, well, your teen has to show that he has a brain, that he is able to express himself, because I got to tell you, if you go and look right now at different job listings, pretty much every one of them has something to do with written communication. Okay, I can tell you I've seen lots of emails, unfortunately, jobs I've had that haven't been well written, and I want that not to be the case for your own teen. So what else is going to be written? Well, I got to tell you, your teen is going to be doing some kind of technical writing, some kind of directions. Say he's in charge of putting something together. Like someone I know works on computers and servos and motors. I don't know a whole lot, but enough to know that he builds it and then someone else does another aspect. So he basically makes part A, another team, another part of the company does part B. So if they're trying to do their thing, part B, and it's not working right, and they ask this team A guy, hey, what did you do? How does your part work? How does the servo, what's it supposed to do? And if he can't, which in this case is your teen, he can't say, well, you do this, this, and this to make it do what you want it to do, then there's a big, big, big failure in communication. I mean, that could be saying it out loud, if it's the same building and it's easy to walk over to the other office. But if it's a matter of a different country, different city, different something, your teen has to be able to write it out step by step. Okay? So those are two examples of written communication your teen needs to have mastered at his first job. There are a couple more. Definitely want to bring up at least one of them. Before I do, though, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. So make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another live video. So what else is your teen going to write? What else does he need to know how to use his commas and his periods and what a fragment is and a run-on, all of these different grammar skills that he needs for the ACT, for the SAT, let alone to write those research papers that your child has probably written multiple times by graduation? Well, I got to tell you, your teen might be in a professional career, more like an office job, or he could be working retail, What kind of depends on where your teen's at in life, what his interests are, what degree she got, okay? So say your teen is working something like retail. I got to tell you again, my personal experiences, let alone people I've known, let alone students I've worked with, they have had to-do lists at work. And you come in, you got, say, 10 things that the closing manager left. Well, it's a really busy day at work. You only get to 4 of those things. The next shift is expected to get those other 6 things done. Well, if your teen comes in and knows exactly how to do those 6 things because the directions left are really, really intricate, your teen's in good shape. But then say your teen doesn't finish that list, or maybe your teen is the one that was supposed to tell the next shift, hey, this is what you need to do. But again, your teen's writing skills aren't up to par. That other shift is not going to know what to do. Or maybe your teen says it in a way that only your teen understands. Again, what good does that do anyone? It doesn't help the company, doesn't help your teen make his point, and it definitely doesn't get the tasks done. Okay? Very, very last thing to mention here when it comes to writing skills, if you've got a kiddo thinking about a manager track, some kind of supervisor track, some kind of executive track, these things called memos exist. These kind of updates, these kind of new policies. Those have to make sense to everyone. And the way they make sense to everyone is through written communication. Okay? You don't usually call people and say, hey, this is the new rule. There's usually something put up on a billboard. A bulletin board, like in the break room. There's usually an email sent out to everyone. There's some kind of written communication depending on how big the company, depending on the type of notice. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspires you to keep your teen inspired with his writing, with his techniques when it comes to pen and pencil, because I gotta tell you, a lot of actual writing is going to happen at your child's first job, and a lot of actual typing and electronic means of communication, but it's still writing. So your teen is going to keep learning. Learning does not ever stop just because your teen graduates high school, college, or even graduate school, or I don't know if it's doctoral school or what, but with a PhD. So just know your teen needs to know how to learn now. The sooner your teen knows how to personalize his learning, the sooner he can learn anything, anywhere. So if you want to help your teen continue learning, schedule that free strategy call. Go to the link in the description, answer a few questions like the day and time that works best, and we'll get a time scheduled. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon for the next Myth video series all about graduation. Bye.